Hello everyone, good morning. So we are back with the second video and we were dealing with foreign exchange rate. We have already discussed on how the foreign exchange rate has been determined. Foreign exchange rate is determined by the factors of demand and supply, and the demand and supply act as the factors with which the foreign exchange rate is determined. The demand and supply here are market demand and market supply. That is the aggregate demand for US dollars and the aggregate supply of US dollars. Okay. So once the aggregate demand curve and aggregate supply curve of foreign dollars intersect, now we got the equilibrium, and from the equilibrium we also know that the equilibrium quantity is determined and the equilibrium price is determined. The equilibrium price of foreign US dollar is known as the exchange rate of foreign US dollars, and the exchange rate is measured in terms of Indian rupees. Okay, it is measured in domestic currency, not in US dollar, because US dollar is just a commodity. The price we are paying to buy US dollar is determined at Y. Y indicate the price of the US dollar, and the price is always paid in your domestic currency. So foreign exchange rate is determined in terms of Indian rupees or in domestic currency. And US dollars is the commodity which is being bought and sold. The commodity is US dollar and it is measured in terms of billions. That is the unit with which the US dollar or the commodity is bought and sold. So equilibrium quantity shows the quantity bought and sold at this price, at this P. Okay, P is the price, P is the foreign exchange rate. So if the foreign exchange rate is P, then the quantity of US dollars bought and sold is Q. Okay, quantity of US dollars bought and sold is Q. So this is what we discussed till now. Now we are going to see what happens when there is shift in demand curve. Okay, what happens when there is a shift in demand curve. So we will change the color to red. Okay, so let us see. When the demand curve shifts from D to D1, this is a new demand curve. Let us suppose that the demand for US dollars increased. Okay, there could be any reasons. I have listed the five players inside who were determining the demand for US dollars, right? So let us assume that more number of Indian students are now going abroad. So when the students of India who go abroad to learn increases, automatically the demand for US dollars will also increase, because now more number of students need foreign dollars because they were all going abroad to study. Or let us say if more number of Indians are going abroad, or if let us say the import of the Indians increases. Let us say if everybody wanted a Apple iPhone or an Apple laptop. So automatically the import also increases. So when the import increases, we demand more foreign dollars because we are buying it from abroad. We are buying it from US economy. So you have to give money to US economy, and money can be given only in terms of US dollars. So whenever we are buying anything from foreign economy or abroad, let it be services, let it be commodities, we have to pay US dollars and automatically the demand increases. So the demand increases and the supply remains the same, which means that this becomes the new equilibrium point. Okay, so this becomes the new equilibrium point. So the equilibrium has shifted because the demand curve has shifted from D to D1, and hence this becomes the new equilibrium point. And as a result, this now is the new, new equilibrium quantity, and also this is now the new equilibrium price. The new foreign exchange rate is determined at the new point which is known as P1. Okay, So P1 becomes the new exchange rate, and at this exchange rate, the quantity of US dollars bought and sold, or the quantity of US dollar entering to Indian economy is Q1. Okay, so once the demand curve shifted, we can see that the foreign exchange rate has increased, and the US dollar quantity of US dollar entering to Indian economy has also increased because now more people are demanding. So when the demand increases and the supply remains constant, the supply is still the same. The people who used to supply foreign dollars have not increased. The suppliers are still the same. The quantity supplied is still the same, but there is an increase in the demand curve, and now we can see that the foreign exchange rate has increased, that the price of US dollar has increased, and so has the quantity also. So if the supply also increases in the same way, let us say the supply also increases in the same way. Now what happens? So when the supply also increases in the same way, let us put it in a different color. Okay. Now assume that the supply also is increasing. The supply curve has shifted from S to S1, and the quantity is exactly the same. Okay, the supply curve has shifted from S to S1. Okay, now I want the supply curve to be shifted exactly in the same proportion as the demand curve. Okay, so this much has been the increase in the demand curve. So let us say this much, exactly in the same way the supply curve has also increased in exactly the same proportion. Okay, now we can see that when the supply curve also increases from S to S1, that is, this is the new supply curve which has shifted rightwards from SS to SS1, SS to S1, S1. We can, what do we see? We see that the new equilibrium point is here. This is the new equilibrium point because this is the new demand curve, right? D1, D1 is the new demand curve, and S1, S1 is the new supply curve. So this becomes the new equilibrium point, and at the new equilibrium point, this becomes the new, we call it E2, right? E2. At E2, now we have to find the equilibrium price and equilibrium quantity, which is exactly the horizontal line which we drove from towards x-axis, and similarly we also draw a line towards the y-axis. Now what do we see? We see that the quantity definitely has increased because the demand has increased, and so as the supply and demand both has increased. So the quantity definitely has shifted from Q1 to Q2. But what about the exchange rate? The exchange rate has come down to the original point. Okay, it has come down from P1 to P to the original point. Why is it so? Because the has demand has and supply has increased in the same proportion. The increase in demand is now matching with the increase in supply. So when demand increases and supply increases exactly in the same proportion, the foreign exchange rate will always remain in the same position. If just the demand increases, the foreign exchange price will go up. And if the demand and supply increases by the exactly same proportion, the foreign exchange rate is coming back to the original level. Okay, so it will come down to back to the original level because now the increase in demand has been matched with the increase in supply, right? So similarly, now I want you to draw different possibilities. What happens to exchange rate when demand increases and supply becomes constant, supply increases and demand becomes constant, etc. uh, I'll give you a work on this. Please check the post updates in Google Classroom.